Hey, this episode is brought to you by NEJM Group, more vital than ever.
Drums, please.
This is John Loughran Viewed Your Profile. This episode's guest is Media Director at Eversana In Touch, Michelle Perkel. Hello, and welcome to the newest episode of this thing that I do. It's summer, so I'm busting out Todd Armstrong sunglasses again for this intro. Summertime. How can you not be in a good mood? I mean, for a while I was salty McBitterpants for again not winning the Nexus Award, but it's summer, so it's all good. Serious congrats to all of this year's big winners and to the committee for putting on what I heard was an awesome event. I unfortunately had to miss it because I was on vacation with my family at the shore, but I heard it was an incredible time, minus a couple people getting COVID. But that'll happen anywhere. I mean, that's pretty much par for the course for live events. I actually got pretty sick at the shore, so you can get sick anywhere. But fortunately, it wasn't COVID, at least according to two of those free at home tests that you get from the government. Turns out it was just a really bad man cold, which was dicey for a while. I had to sleep for like 36 consecutive hours, but fortunately, I pulled through and survived. Anyway, summer, hot dogs, pools, baseball, beverages. I hope everybody's enjoying it. I am in between doing RFPs. Not that I'm not enjoying those. Please keep them coming. I love me a good RFP. What I also love is a good out of office message. I feel like I've been getting a ton of those of late, which is good. It means people are enjoying the summer. There's an awesomely wide range of out of office messages out there. They seem to range from here's who to contact for every possible account that I handle, all the way to I'm out, contact someone else, don't give a shit. Those are my favorites. The no contact info ones, nothing. I try to land somewhere in between, somewhere in the middle when I go on vacation, keeping it relatively short, but at least providing the info of the person covering for me. But there's no right way to do it, so do whatever you want. What do I care? Summer also brings the fun company summer fitness challenges. Not sure if your company is doing one of those, but mine is, which comes at a perfect time because I absolutely dominated our company's winter and spring fatness challenge, setting what has to be a company record for the amount of chocolate ice cream consumed. I really like chocolate ice cream. I can definitely stand to lose a dozen or so pounds. It's time to dust off the old Fitbit and get back in shape. I don't need to get all jacked again like I used to be, but I'd settle for a nice dad bod at this point to show off when I'm at the Jersey Shore in August. So while I don't know how to stay in shape or craft the perfect OOTO message, I do know a couple of things for sure. One, it's hot as hell outside. Two, everything these days is expensive as shit. And three, 10-year-old girls are extremely difficult to raise. Oh, and four, you're definitely going to enjoy this episode. I have a really cool guest with a lot of interesting things to talk about. She is Michelle Perkel, Media Director at Eversana In Touch. Welcome, Michelle. How you doing?
Hey, John. Good. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh no, thank you for being a guest. I love your background there. It's nice and clean, and you are perfectly centered amongst all of your images. See, my big fat head blocks my favorite thing in the background, which is my Nick Foles Super Bowl painting. But yours is perfectly aligned.
Thank you. Not an accident.
Yeah.
Also wanted just to have a little bit of like personality and things that I like in the background, especially, this is my home office and
Yeah.
I spend a lot of time here.
You didn't want to just go clean white wall and be like the most boring person in America?
Oof, at that point, I could just put up like one of those little screen backgrounds. I mean,
Yes, those are cool. Those are cool. What do you have? I see you've got a Counting Crows poster. Very cool.
yeah, a County Crows poster from one of their tours, maybe about 10 years or so ago. Above me is a reference to a Pearl Jam song, Smile. And then to the right is the ABCs of Philadelphia. So things, since I'm from the Philly area, and things like P is for pretzel, love pretzels. So just a cute little thing just to kind of show who I am.
Yeah, I love it. I'm from Philly as well. I got my Philly stuff. I've got my bookcase of crap over here. I've got like Eagles stuff. I've got a terrible Flyers hockey puck. They stink. I actually have one of my favorite possessions is my framed picture of Brian Dawkins. So I keep that with my pictures of my kids and my wife and B Doc.
I don't
So
blame you. He's very important.
he is. He was a very important figure in my life. He was very influential in my formative years. So love B Doc. So anyway, so thank you for letting me know what's behind you. Time just absolutely flies by. I feel like you and I had lunch a couple months ago, and it was March now, I believe. I look back at my calendar, and as we're doing this, it's now towards the end of July. What's been going on? Anything new?
Time really does fly. I've definitely been enjoying the summer and the warmth and, getting out of my house now that I'm not hibernating for the winter as much. Just really enjoying, local events, just having a nice little summer.
Nice. Well, that was actually my next question. So we just killed two birds with one stone. How is your summer now? No, seriously, like you've been getting out, you're just doing cool stuff, enjoying the weather.
Yeah, it's been great. I've been loving all the summer musical acts that are coming through the general Philadelphia area. So I've been seeing a lot of music. My town puts on concerts, parades, little craft shows. So just trying to get out and about a little bit.
So I take it you're into music.
Yes, I love music. I would say that would definitely be one of my hobbies and passions.
That's awesome. Speaking of hobbies and passions, I know you're an avid Philadelphia sports fan. Did you happen to watch the Home Run Derby at all last night?
I watched a little bit of it.
It was completely rigged.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I tried to watch for 5 minutes, got a little bit bored, and then put a Modern Family rerun on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only wanted to see Kyle Schwarber from the Phillies, and he was the number one seed, and he was going up against Albert Pujols from the Cardinals, who was retiring. So it was like the feel-good story was Albert Pujols, and my conspiracy theory, I think they missed counting a home run by Schwarber, and he lost by one home run and got knocked out in the first round. After that, I turned it off and was like, screw this. I can't watch this anymore.
Oh, man. Well, thank you for the news update. That's a shame, but
yeah,
we'll see some more good things from him. He's been so hot for the past few months.
So hot right now. I know his June was incredible, and they were joking like July 5th was like June 35th because he was just on fire June and into July. Have you been to any Phil's games this year?
Yeah, went to one so far. It was great. An Abbott Brothers concert was also that night, so I got to combine a few different loves. Seeing the Phillies, they won, and then the concert was on the field, which I love going on the field, so you don't have to ask me twice.
You got to go down onto the field?
Yeah, whenever they have those concerts, anyone that gets the field ticket, they'll loop you around through the outfield and walk you down so you're on the field.
Wow. That's fantastic for the field, by the way. I've seen after they've done concerts, you can see the imprint of the stage in the outfield, and it's all dead grass.
For these shows, they try to keep you on the dirt and away from the grass. They definitely have you roped off. Not to say I didn't lay down and take a picture of myself on the field, but
nice. That's so cool. That's so cool. I don't think this is how old I am. I actually played baseball at the Vet a couple times, but I don't think I've ever been on the field at Citizens Bank Park, which is gorgeous. And so a little jelly of that.
Oh, there are definitely a lot of opportunities. I'm sure not everyone wants to hear all this, but I could definitely give you the tips without having to get yourself kicked out and banned.
Yeah. Oh, good to know.
Legit tips of how you get on the field.
I don't have to streak across the field naked or get tased.
No, you do not.
Okay, good. So you, I know you're you got all your Philly stuff and all. You were born in Philly, right?
Yeah, yeah, I was born in Philly, and have kind of stayed in the area for a lot of my life. I did a little stint in Central Jersey and Rutgers. Go Knights.
Go Knights. Yes. Yeah. So where do you, so I know we've gotten together in Philly over the years, but you are not in the city anymore. You settled somewhere outside the city. Where are you at?
Yes, I'm in Haddon Township right now. I love it. Best thing I could have done. I'm still really close to the city. There's an adorable downtown. It connects to two other downtowns. There's great food, and I'm really close to the city. So I really feel like I'm having the best of all worlds.
Awesome. Awesome. Very cool. When you watch this, you're going to be like, why was I frozen for a second? You had like, it just happened for 2 seconds, but you had a nice like little freezing moment. I could hear you perfectly. These are the wonders of doing things digitally and all. And so we'll see if we have to touch anything up, but
I'll try not to make any funny faces that freeze.
that'd be awesome. So you mentioned, you were born in Philly, you settled back down in the Philly area, but I'm a LinkedIn stalker. That's my thing. I know you went to Rutgers, but it also says you went to high school in Manalapan. Now, I know Manalapan. There is nothing good in Manalapan. Which is a joke I told you I was going to make because the company I used to work for is based in Manalapan. So I figured if any of them are watching this, I would take a little shot at them. But now Manalapan's cool. How did you end up in Manalapan? How'd you end up going to high school there?
Yeah, so in middle school, my family moved. My dad got a job in Newark, so we moved up to Manalapan, which was a nice, central point where we could still, have space as opposed to North Jersey. Ooh, we might want to edit that out. No, but we were able to get a little bit of space. He didn't mind the drive. Yeah, I mean, there were some good things in Alvin. I think back, the pizza, the bagels, the Chinese food. I
Yeah.
liked it a lot.
There's a good bar that we went to lunch at a lot when I used to go into the office there. So now Manalapan's cool.
Probably Old Silver Tavern. That was like the only bar, I think.
There was
Other than like Applebee's.
Well, yeah, I'm a huge Applebee's guy. I actually went to Applebee's last night with my girls. I think it was called like, I forget, it was the something bar and grill. So it had a bar and a grill. So we would eat lunch there, maybe have a beer, who knows. Anyway, so you went to high school in Manalapan, then you went to Rutgers. Let's talk about that for a second. How was that? Was that a fun school?
Oh, that was so much fun.
Yeah.
I had a great time, got a great education, met so many of my best friends, my husband, like it was the best. I loved college so much.
Were they any good at sports at the time? I know they've been decent.
No, it's very unfortunate because I graduated and then they became good. So we were able to at least get season tickets and go back, but like I missed going and being there for that whole like amazing series. I mean, they couldn't even like pay us to go to games when I was there. Although we had fun, but like it was just, they were not good.
Gotcha. I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember when they were good for that stretch where they had, I think it was Shiano was the coach.
Well, he's the coach.
He's coach again. Yeah.
But no, like it was probably, I think they got good after I graduated in 2006, the whole like Ray Rice, Ryan Leonard, like that, like legendary season.
Yeah. All right. So when you went to college, I see you were pretty active. I just kind of drank and was a pile and out of control. But it says here that you were in the Rutgers Performing Dance Company. What's that all about?
Yeah, so I grew up dancing. Like ballet was probably like my favorite and what I did the most. So there was a dance company, a student-run organization where the students choreograph dances, and then there's a performance at the end of the semester. Just really fun, not like no pressure types of situations, met a lot of really great people and was still able to dance.
Nice. Did you do any hip hop dance? My daughters do hip hop dance. It's the cutest
I
thing.
might have tried a little, that to be honest, I was not that good at it. Like I'm definitely more of like a trained ballerina than anything else, but it was always fun just to try different styles.
Nice, nice. All right. So not only were you dancing and having a good time in college, but you also had what looked like it was a pretty cool internship at a radio station. Um, right? That I'm not making that up, right?
No,
That
I
that
did that.
actually happened,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I was a promotions intern at New Jersey 1015, which was
Nice.
super fun, because basically a client would want to say, like, we'd want to have a remote somewhere. And then it would be my team that went out. Well, my team, I was the little intern, but it would be my manager who would bring us all out, and we would hand out prizes, we would talk to listeners, we would help set up, like if it was a live broadcast, the equipment. I definitely learned, that's how I learned to put up like a tent, like one that you would use at a tailgate.
Oh,
And it was just cool just seeing kind of the background of like in a different media life. I would do a lot of the remote broadcasts and book them for clients, but seeing the background of the end result and like what you would want from your interns and like how you would interact with like, the radio personalities and stuff, like it was cool just kind of being like boots on the ground there.
that's awesome. It's funny you mentioned those tailgate tents because about 3 months ago, I got my thumb stuck in one of them and it's still all black. That was fun. That hurt like the dickens, but all good. It doesn't hurt anymore. It's just all discolored still. But you got to be careful when you're putting those things together. Try not to keep your thumb in the part that squeezes together because that could.
Yeah, I mean, that's tent 101, but hopefully
Yeah,
that doesn't, it happens once and then hopefully it won't happen again.
yeah, exactly. It's a long story. I'm not that big of an idiot. The tent blew over. A bunch of us were rushing to pick it up. I just grabbed it real quick. May have had a beer beforehand. So anyway, so when you had your radio station internship, did you like get to meet any cool bands or anything, or was it more?
No, not really, because that radio station was like news and talk.
Uh,
But their
gotcha.
personalities, like the radio personalities were pretty cool. Got to meet a bunch of them. It was just really fun, just going out and I'm a Jersey girl, so getting to go to various parts of the state, just meeting people who also share the love of the radio station.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, obviously, I looked at your LinkedIn profile and got a lot of these activities from there. My favorite part of your LinkedIn profile, and I wonder, I'm actually looking to beef up my resume. So I wonder if I could borrow this. It says under languages that you have a full professional proficiency in English. That's impressive.
Thank you. I mean, I don't remember when I put that in there. I was a journalism major. I feel like my writing is strong, my communication skills are strong.
Yep. I'm just
Um,
I'm just busting chops. I just thought I saw that and I was like, that's cool.
that is hilarious. I wish
I could,
like if there's a way to go back and check when you've edited something, I would love to see that because I'm wondering when I actually put that in a
I'm guessing you
profile.
probably put that there at the very beginning of your career when you were like looking to put things on your resume. Because since you've got a nice beefed up, robust resume of being in the industry for, I mean, you've probably only been in the industry for like 3-4 years, right?
Oh, thank you. No,
Yeah.
I already gave it away. I've been in
Yeah.
the industry for over 15 years now.
Over 15 years. Well, hey, I'm the senior. I'm in that category of like overly experienced people for the Nexus Awards, which we'll talk about in a second. But speaking of the industry that you've been in for a couple of years, how'd you get started in our industry?
In full transparency, I had a friend that took a job as a media buyer. And I didn't really know what I wanted to do right out of college. I was having too much fun in college. And I'm like, well, I have a journalism and media studies degree. Let me try media buying, which turned into media buying and planning, which turned into strategy, some account management, made a jump into pharma. And I love it. I mean,
Yeah.
it was kind of just stumbling into it luck. Turns out, I mean, I think I'm pretty good at it. I enjoy doing it. I feel very fulfilled with what I'm doing. Yeah, I stumbled into it.
Gotcha. I feel like that's a lot of people's story. I don't know if when you're, sitting there playing catch as a kid and they ask you what you want to do when you grow up, if pharmaceutical media planning is rolls off many people's tongues, but it is a great industry, and I kind of also got into it in a similar fashion. And fast forward, I just had my 20-year college reunion.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yes, I had a big hand in that. I control time. Anyway, so you've been in the industry for a while, and you are at Eversana in Touch, and you've been there for a while now. How are they treating you? How do you like that company?
I love it. Really great company. I've been here since February. And time is absolutely flying by. I love my direct team. I love just the greater group and the different departments. It's been really fantastic. Just a lot of really smart, collaborative people.
It's a good answer, because there's a chance one of them might watch this. So it's a good thing you didn't
I
bash them.
hope more than one.
Yeah, hope so. So you, you were very active in college, but you're also active in our industry. I saw you've done a lot of writing for the Healthcare Marketers Exchange. I know you did their personal exchange a couple of years back, which I was reading. You were also recently a judge for the Nexus Awards. How was that experience?
Oh, it's great. This was actually my second time doing it.
Nice.
Really fun this year. Now it was broken into the three categories. It's just really an honor, being selected, and, kind of, I mean, we judged virtually, but looking at the room of who the other judges are, it's such an honor to be in their company and to be able to, really make a decision on who one of the industry leaders are. Blinded, of course, so it's all based on the rankings and verbatims, but just really, taking a look, and it's such an honor for the individuals who are winning this award. So I'm, definitely very honored and thankful that I had that opportunity to participate.
That's awesome. Well, this is the second time you got it wrong, but anyway, I'm not at all.
Hopefully next year will be your year.
Not at all salty or bitter.
Someday.
So how was the event? I actually, even though I was on the committee and helped with all the planning, I was actually on vacation for the live event, so I had to miss it. But I've heard a lot of good things. How was being live and seeing everybody? And was it awesome?
It was fantastic. It was so nice seeing some people that I haven't seen in 2.5 or some years in person. The venue was gorgeous, overlooking the New York City skyline. There were fireworks, and just it was a blast. I mean, it was just really nice being in person with everyone, and I forgot how much I missed that type of thing.
Yeah, no, I'm still to this day miffed. Although I did hear a couple people got COVID, which is to be expected with any live event. I think it was par for the course, but I think people that I would have been with had I gone, a couple of them got it. So maybe it wasn't the worst thing in the world that I had to miss it, but I was so looking forward to that. And my wife's like, we're on vacation that week. And I was like, anyway. So again, master of segues, you traveled to go to that event. I know you pretty well from over the years. I know you like to travel. I'm guessing the pandemic years were a bit of a bummer. But have you been able to go anywhere, or do you have any cool trips planned coming up?
Yeah, so I haven't done any traveling since the pandemic, and will hopefully start in the near future. This summer, my husband and I decided to keep things local, because while we're not traveling, like basically every single artist on the planet is. So the concert scene is ridiculous. So typically we do like to travel for concerts. Like we went to Europe to see Pearl Jam. We've gone out to Chicago for Counting Crows. We that's like our thing.
Yeah,
But since all the huge acts are coming to us, we're like, well, let's just
yeah.
stay around and get our music on that way.
Get your music on. Yeah. What would you say is like the coolest trip you've taken in your life?
So by far, going to Europe to see Pearl Jam. I mean, it was unbelievable. There was a group that had booked a bus that took us from Prague to Krakow to Berlin. So we became like friends. It's almost kind of like a school trip or something, where you're meeting these people. So you're bonding with them because you share that passion of music. On the off days when they're not performing, you are exploring the towns, eating the foods, and then you're seeing like one of your favorite bands. Yeah, that has to be one of the top experiences in my life so far.
That's awesome. That's really cool. All right, switching gears. As long as I've known you to be pretty into fitness. I know you've done a lot of running and stuff. What are you into today? What's your go-to staying fit?
I love my Peloton. I got it back in November of 2020, and it seriously was like the best thing I've ever purchased. I ride it daily. I've been big on the Power Zone pack, so I'm doing challenges. I'm doing 2 days arm challenges. Like, I mean, give me a challenge and I'll do it. That's definitely a big motivator. But like, I love cycling. I always loved riding my bike. I love doing charity bike rides. But just having this Peloton in my house, like it's fun. I enjoy working out.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, we're big fans of the Peloton as well. My wife does it religiously, still every single day. I walk by it and say hello. I used to be big into it, but I've been telling people I was putting on 20 pounds for a role that I'm playing. So now, now I'm going to try to lose those 20 pounds and like reintroduce myself to the Peloton. All right, this is going really fast. I don't want to keep you too long, or have this be too long. But yeah, this is a very interesting conversation. I think everybody's going to love this. Couple last quick questions. Who is Chloe Dancer?
Oh, Chloe Dancer is my little dog, named after a Pearl Jam Mother Love Bone cover song. She's an adorable little mixed breed, loves her little alpaca stuffed animals. You could definitely see pictures of her in the Healthcare Marketers Exchange.
Yep.
Also, just to plug on that, I have an article coming up next August, or August 2022, so definitely check that out.
Nice.
But no, Chloe's my little girl, a little sweetheart, like loves napping.
That's awesome. Speaking of napping, hold on a sec. This is my baby. This is Millie.
Oh,
This is Millie. Say hi, Millie.
Millie.
Yeah, she was just napping next to me, and she just woke up. She's got her little Penn State jersey on.
Oh,
Yeah, she loves
welcome
it.
to
She's a huge Penn State football fan. Yeah. Say hi, Millie. Okay, go back to sleep. All right, sorry. No, I love dogs, and I've seen the pictures of yours in the exchange, and yes, adorable, and that's great. All right, last question, and then I will let you run. You are a woman of many interests. You like a lot of different things. One thing that we share in common is a mutual love of a beverage called beer. I know you are a big fan of different craft beers and all that. How'd you get into that?
um, I'm not even sure, to be specific. I mean, I remember the first craft beer that I ever tried. It was a Flying Fish Exit 4, which is my exit now, which is pretty nice. I just love trying different things. I'm big into IPAs, sour stouts, good things. I love, finding rare stuff. Definitely, there's part of like the fun of like the hunt to some extent. When the Russian River Pliny the Younger comes, like even if I'm not going out that day, I want to know where it is. Like I want to be on top of that. So like I would definitely consider it a hobby as well.
Where do you rank like Miller Lite, which is my favorite beer? Gross.
It's not my favorite, but everyone has their thing.
Yeah, I'm a big Miller. I fell in love with Miller Lite in college. My dog's name is actually Millie,
Oh,
coincidentally. But yeah, no, I'm a fan as well, and it's always fun to get together and sample the different stuff. What's your favorite type of beer? Do you have a favorite?
yeah, I mean, it really depends on the brewery, but I really do enjoy IPAs. I like sours, stouts. I mean, it really depends. I like to, try a lot of different things. It's been a very, very social hobby. Where a lot of my friends also have the passion of it. So we enjoy just going out sampling a lot of things. I'm involved in, different groups online. The Craft Beer Girls group has been phenomenal. And then kind of tying in, we do workout challenges too. So it's not just,
Nice.
like talking, it's not just drinking, it's, motivating each other in life, motivating, in workouts and kind of just like a really amazing support network.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I like IPAs. My wife, she got me a pint glass that says IPA lot when I drink beer. So, which is fairly accurate. So, when you get into your 40s, you pee a lot, period. So, anyway, well, this has been great. It's been great catching up, and we're definitely due to get together again sometime soon in person. Anything else you want to say to the dozens of fans while you have them?
Well, thank you for listening. And I mean, thank you again for having me. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you. I'm sure everybody's going to enjoy this, and we will catch up soon. Okay. All right. I'll talk to
Thank
you.
you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Well, that's our episode. Hope you all have a great summer. Bye.